I think the Josh would be very high today, not only among the brand owners, but also the consumers. After last night's GST reforms, I think particularly we represent ITC Foods, and in the food space, the kind of GST tweaks that have been done should go a long way in promoting growth and helping the consumers. So with that background, I think...
Good morning, everybody. In fact, 3 to 4 months back, I received a call from Dr. Ray. And he said, okay, we would like to invite Tetra Pak for this elite conference. And I asked him, I said, what are we going to talk? Because it's a purely flexible packaging conference. And we don't have any presence in flexible packaging. He said, no. We need you and we want you to come here and talk about your sustainability journey, what Tetra Pak is doing globally as well as in India. And then that is where we realize that yes, now Tetra Pak in India is becoming more and more known name. But before I start my presentation, let me tell you that Tetra Pak overall is a 7-decade-old company. Dr. Ruben Rausing started this organization, invented a concept, a paper-based pack in Sweden in early 50s. And around early 60s, the first aseptic packaging format was introduced globally. And when this invention was introduced, he also gave a task to our organization that this package should save more than it costs. And after 7 decades, even now, today, globally, we keep this vision as a basic task in front of us. And today, how we are using this particular vision on our day-to-day life, how we are using it to drive our sustainability agenda is what I'm going to discuss.
EcoPlus has been included in top 5% of the EcoVadis, and they applied to the science-based target goals according to the Paris Agreement of 2015, keeping the impact of lower than 1.5 degrees Celsius as the pre-industrial period. And we do participate to the Carbon Disclosure Project initiative. EcoPlus has been the first plant in the world of the flexible packaging for food packaging to be ICC Plus certified. As we all know, the ICC Plus certification is a certification that guarantees the chain of custody of the material. All the other TOPPAN plants are ICC Plus certified, so it means that all the projects that can be developed globally and launched globally all over the world. The following step for the packaging and packaging waste regulation will be moving from monomaterial solution to monomaterial with a recycled content. Since we've been the first company to be ICC Plus certified, as of 2020, we already launched several products on the market with the ICC Plus solutions, so alternative sustainable solution to the fossil raw materials for several food packaging and beverage. And also the Indian plants reached the ICC Plus certification, so they do propose BioPP and CPP film that do satisfy the plastic waste Indian management rules with 10% of recycled content according to the EPR. Everything that we did as TOPPAN Group was possible only thanks to the involvement of the entire supply chain. So with all the partnership that we did and all the players their commitment is really needed from the petrochemical company.
I'll double down a little bit on the foods part of the business, which is the lion's share of the FMCG business that we have today. This business came into being way back in 2002 when we created brands right from scratch. And organically, these brands, which are now household names, which are either number 1 or number 2 in the respective categories, in which we operate, like Ashirwad, Sunfeast, EP, Bingo, etc. Way later, in 2020, I think we procured the first brand called Sunrise, and then later on this year was the last one called 24 Mantras. All these are complementing our current business. And through these and these 4 power brands that we have created, as per AC Nielsen, we've become the largest food and beverage company in this country today. And not only are we the largest food and beverage company, we are also perceived to be the largest or the best in terms of the nutrition that we provide to this country. So it's with the philosophy of Help India Eat Better, it has been ranked as #1 at ATNI in the last survey that was done. These listed here, not in sequence, are the core reasons where we have achieved what we have achieved. But you know, the heart of what behind this success has been consumer centricity. And let me take you through a few examples to explain what I'm talking about when it comes to consumer centricity. This dish here, and those from Bengal would know, we call it Shorshe Ilish. Basically, it's hilsa fish made with poppy and mustard seed, and it takes almost half a day to cook this. And you here had a solution which can help you make this in just 15 minutes. So the vector of convenience became one of the strong pillars on which our business stood. Of course, consumer centricity and innovation.
First and foremost, very much honored to be in Elite Plus, addressing the Global Flexible Summit. Very good effort done by Nidhi. Again, I mean, complete credit to you as always, and much appreciate that as well. And to everybody who's here, who's joined for this conference and the event. So, extremely good presentations from my fellow speakers. And of course, I mean, Banerjee, lovely ones, touching many hearts and minds. I really loved it. Want to give credit to that first. So let me start from, giving you a view of what is it that I plan to cover in the next, 10-15 minutes, okay? As the subject says, I mean, we are talking about innovation and how do we innovate for customer delight. And the point that I want to cover is also linking to Henkel and how, as Henkel, we are making a responsible impact in the area of packaging, that all of us are part of the same fraternity. So really, very much, I mean, looking forward for us to talk about it as the part of the ecosystem. So let me start with the first slide here. I think for people who may know or may not know about Henkel, the important thing is next year we will be celebrating our 150 years young organization. And why do I say this young? Because, when we talk about our purpose as a global purpose, we started off with the purpose by talking Henkel, pioneers at heart for the good of generations. So all along, I mean, we have always kept this as one of our key value pillar that we have been living. And today, again,
a country business manager, Hewlett Packard India Sales. We have Yash Srimankar and